mean, we're diehard baseball fans. We're diehard sports fans.
History in Tennessee as Major League Baseball coincides with the world of racing. Two teams will clash on the diamond at Bristol Motor Speedway, the Atlanta Braves and the Cincinnati Reds. Both franchises will secure a spot in the MLB record books as thousands of fans from all over watch baseball at Bristol.
It's Bristol, baby. It's awesome.
This is Baseball at Bristol.
The countdown is on for what could be the biggest baseball game in history. We're talking about the Speedway Classic at Bristol Motor Speedway. Hello, everybody. I'm Kenny Hawkins along with Mackenzie Kane and Nick Dugan. And we're right in front of the venue where it all is going to happen.
That's right, Kenny. Two teams, the Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds, obviously both popular here in the Tri-Cities area, will face off in the last great Coliseum. That puts baseball inside one of the largest standalone sports venues in the entire country.
It's definitely a first for Major League Baseball, and it's something that all started over a year ago. August 9th of last year is when MLB announced that the Braves and Reds will play a regular season game here in Northeast Tennessee. It's also the first time such a game is ever happening in the Volunteer State. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred said back then that this is an ideal matchup given the talent of these two teams and the location's proximities to their markets.
And as you mentioned, since August of last year, the clock has been ticking to set everything ready for the game from planning to construction. But Bristol Motor Speedway is no stranger to putting on big events outside of NASCAR.
No, not at all, Kenny. The Tri-Cities will certainly remember the Battle of Bristol back in 2016. That was a college football game that featured Tennessee and Virginia Tech. That game still holds the record for the NCAA's largest single game attendance in college football.
Well over 100,000 fans attended that game. Major League Baseball could do the same, soon accomplish something with a fan record, but a lot of work goes into making sure events like these run smoothly.
From the announcement of demolition to laying down the turf, we followed the planning and the setup construction process every step of the way and got a front row seat into how this fall or all of this is coming together. What started as a rumor became a reality in August of 2024.
This has been several-year conversation, as I alluded to earlier, but it's really exciting to see that come together.
Welcome, everyone, to Bristol Motor Speedway in beautiful Bristol, Tennessee.
When Bristol Motor Speedway announced baseball would be played at the iconic racetrack on August 2nd, 2025 between the Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds. Not necessarily a match made in heaven, but one that could turn out benefiting both sports.
People coming here may have never even heard of Bristol, but they're coming for the baseball game, and Bristol season ticket holders might think, you know what, I went to the football game, I went to the dirt sprint car races and the dirt races here and a bunch of NASCAR races. I want to go see a baseball game here. I think you're going to have quite a bit of cross-pollination with that.
Construction of the Major League field started shortly after the running of the Food City 500 NASCAR race in the spring. So crews only had a few months to construct a Major League Baseball field.
If rain happens, we find ways to work when it's not raining. So you don't build a float time in there, but the schedule's really tight. It's every hour is accounted for.
Following the demolition of the Goodyear building that's been in place for almost 40 years and a few of the walls around the track, Mother Nature then determined if a large amount of gravel, sand, and turf were enough to complete the finished project.
I think over the next couple of weeks, if we start getting into the details, we got to tighten up all our clay areas. So once the turf goes down, hopefully Mother Nature will cooperate with us so we can get our clays in where they need to be placed properly, build the mounds, bullpens, home plates. That part is important. And then tying everything together from the seating bowl structure and the dugouts.
Now that the Speedway of Dreams is complete, track president and GM Jerry Caldwell says the real payout won't come until 7 p.m. Saturday night.
The major milestone will be on Saturday when we are throwing out that first pitch, and it's what we work for. We work to host events where people are going to have great memories, and we want to have a lot of people, a record-breaking crowd here on Saturday night that's going to be enjoying themselves and making memories with their friends and family.
Well, guys, all parties involved are about to harvest the fruits of their labor, as everything from the batter's box to the pitching mound, everything in between is all ready to go.
You know, we saw the process play out from start to finish as everything comes together. But this game is about the fans, too, and we wanted to share what fans will see when they step inside those gates. Mackenzie, you were able to tour the entire stadium before this game.
Yeah, Kenny, and as expected, it's different from any of those 30 current MLB stadiums in use, but ties in elements of those big league ballparks. The Speedway is often called the world's fastest half mile. People both inside and outside the region are familiar with its size, its dimensions, all of which can take an impact on the fan experience. A NASCAR track turned Major League ballpark is ready to host Tennessee's first ever MLB game, and Bristol Motor Speedway officially looks like a one-of-a-kind diamond.
When the fans come out and the players come out, it's my favorite part is seeing their expressions when they come out and see the field, and I'm looking at them, not looking at the field, because it's a wow moment.
340 tons of Western Pennsylvania clay and 124,000 square feet of turf turn this half-mile racetrack into a full-sized MLB ballpark.
We got 330 down the lines, 385 to the alley and left, 375 to the alley and right, and then 4 in the center field. We got all the dimensions, really good dimensions for a Major League ballpark.
And for the baseball traditionalists out there, there's already history in this ballpark before the Braves or Reds take the field. The benches and the batters boxes in the dugout are the same ones from the 2019 London Series and the Field of Dreams game. It's a nod to baseball's growing legacy of turning once-in-a-lifetime locations into unforgettable fields. But you need more than just a field to host a game in the big leagues. Each team has lockers, training rooms, and a lounge, all built next to what used to be Pit Road. And for the fans, the experience begins before they ever take their seats.
Fans will come here, experience a tailgating experience that is the culture of NASCAR, but also a culture of baseball as well.
Bristol Motor Speedway has made history before, and it's doing it again. Now all that's left is the first pitch.
You can see everything come together really in the span of a year. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to let the band take a break as well. When we come back, we'll tell you how the Tri-Cities will be represented in the seats, in the dugout, and on the field. Stay with us.
Johnson City Ford Summer Sales event is on, and we've got some deals for you. New Broncos are discounted up to $11,000. Save $6,000 on new Bronco Sport or save $15,000 on F-150. Shop us online at johnsоncityford.com.
Hello, I'm Jamie, owner of High Construction. As the third-generation contractor, I understand the importance of quality construction. When we decided to build a pool, there was no question about Brooks Malone. They offered exceptional quality and service.
They made the process seamless and demonstrated top-notch professionalism throughout the process.
I love my pool! Call Brooks Malone today to discuss your backyard dream.
Are you or a loved one suffering from substance abuse? At Dragonfly Medical and Behavioral Health, our doctors are boarded and licensed to provide you the best care possible. We offer a variety of services and are prepared to give you the treatment that suits you. We have the lowest prices for medication-assisted treatment in the area. We accept insurance, and we're happy to work with those struggling financially. Dragonfly believes in giving back to the community we serve through our services and through local charities. Don't put off treatment. Call, click, or text us to set up an appointment or stop by our clinic, open Tuesday through Saturday.
State of Franklin Healthcare Associates' focus is simple. Nothing is more important than your health. The SOFA Imaging Center and Comprehensive Breast Center delivers advanced medical imaging tailored to your unique needs. We take pride in delivering outpatient diagnostics with respect and attention in a comfortable setting at costs less than other facilities. Expertise you can trust with the care you deserve. State of Franklin Healthcare. Your health, our focus.
Johnson City Ford Summer Sales event is on, and we've got some deals for you. New Broncos are discounted up to $11,000. Save $6,000 on new Bronco Sport or save $15,000 on F-150. Shop us online at johnsоncityford.com.
Welcome back to Baseball at Bristol.
Welcome back to the Bristol Motor Speedway. For the last year, we've heard from Cincinnati and Atlanta legends about what they think it might be like to play baseball inside of BMS. But a few weeks ago in Atlanta, we spoke to a few guys that will actually get to be suiting up this weekend who say they're ready to show out in Northeast Tennessee.
On Saturday, Bristol Motor Speedway will trade in the roar of engines for the crack of a baseball bat.
It's going to be weird seeing the field on it. You know, I'm used to seeing the cars go around pretty fast.
The MLB is set to put on the league's first ever game in Tennessee as the Reds and Braves will meet in the Speedway Classic.
Anytime you're part of a first, it's a really special thing, and I think probably players on both sides. You know, we don't really know what to expect, but we're going to, you know, so the anticipation is going to be really good.
Snitker knows a thing or two about playing in once-in-a-lifetime games.
Fortunate enough to manage the Fort Bragg game.
As does his left-handed starter Chris Sale, who played in the London Series as a member of the Boston Red Sox in 2019.
You know, being able to do something that's a little bit different, you know, you appreciate it a little bit more, you try to soak it all in.
Meanwhile, for two of the sport's brightest young stars, some things will be brand new, but they're already eager to go head-to-head in the last great Coliseum.
Yeah, I'm so excited to play it. I know there's going to be a lot of people. I like playing in front of a lot of people.
That's my first time playing something like that, but I'm so excited to play against Ellie, and we have fun there.
With no big league team in the Volunteer State, many baseball fans in the area side with one of these two squads. But to see them play in their own backyard, that's something they won't forget.
I think it's going to be auspicious for MLB to grow, you know, the influence and hit areas that they haven't. I think it's just going to be a positive.
Thanks a lot, Nick. We also have a couple of local guys that have ties to Major League Baseball. That includes the baseball coach for Providence Academy, who was once a major leaguer and has the Cincinnati Reds on his resume. For 5 seasons, Jeff Reed was behind the plate for the Cincinnati Reds. But little did he know, years after his retirement, the first official MLB game in the state of Tennessee would be played in his backyard. And he feels it could be a stepping stone to something bigger.
Maybe someday, you know, I mean, I've said it for a long, long time. You know, I think Nashville's ready. You know, so maybe someday we may actually have you know, like a franchise in the state, and that would be great.
Along with the Reds, Reed also spent time with 4 other organizations during his 17-year career and had a chance to play in some strange places, but nothing like a racetrack.
I can only imagine, you know, so I've been down there a few times in the middle of that you know, arena there, and you look up and you go, wow, I mean, look at all these seats, what it must be like if it's full.
Reed, who caught Tom Browning's perfect game in 1988, says the Speedway Classic could not have picked 2 better teams to play each other, considering there is no love lost between the two.
I mean, it might not be quite like the Yankees and the Mets, no doubt, but I really think that, you know, the Braves and the Reds, you know, it's the team, they don't like each other.
Win or lose, Reed feels this will be a moment in time these players and fans will never forget.
You go to a new place like this in that arena there, that'll be a memory for the ball players, and I'm sure it will be for the ones that are watching it too.
Now, Reed isn't the only Tri-Cities native with ties to the Speedway Classic. One local will actually participate in it, and not as a player but as an umpire. Saito High School and Milligan University graduate Will Little will be the home plate umpire. He became a Major League Baseball umpire in 2015, calling balls and strikes.
Major League Baseball is making sure it's providing as unique an experience as possible for fans. Obviously, the location and stadium are big factors, but fans will notice something different about the players as well. The MLB unveiled the Speedway Classic uniforms that the Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds will be wearing on the field. The jersey numbers are designed in the spirit of race car numbers, and each team's colors bring those numbers to life in a way that feels unique to their jersey. The Braves cap features flames on the top of the visor, while the Reds cap has checkered racing flags across the visor. I gotta get me one of those flags.
I gotta get me the checkerboard. Love it.
Well, there's still a lot to talk about when it comes to this historic matchup. After the break, we'll highlight something SportsCenter hasn't done for 2 decades, but it's making a comeback, and Speedway Classic is part of it. Stay with us.
I would definitely recommend the Garza Law Firm to all my family and friends because I know how he's treated me. I have been playing basketball ever since I can remember. I just finished my 6-year career playing for the University of Tennessee. I feel like we're both striving to be better every day. He's always responded quickly and has always come through with whatever he said that he's going to do. The Garza Law Firm is definitely somebody you want on your team.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, it's our goal to make your experience a great one. Quick Stop Markets provide sanitized and clean stores, well-lit parking lots, a friendly staff, and a large selection of products. Thank you for choosing Marathon, an American-owned company. Thank you for choosing Quick Stop Markets, a locally owned company. It is an honor to be a part of your busy day. Stop in at a locally owned Marathon Quick Stop Market today, where we make it easy to run in when you run out.
Hello, I'm Jamie, owner of Hot Construction. As the third generation contractor, I understand the importance of quality construction. When we decided to build a pool, there was no question about Brooks Malone. They offered exceptional quality and service.
They made the process seamless and demonstrated top-notch professionalism throughout the process.
I love my pool! Call Brooks Malone today to discuss your backyard dream.
Are you or a loved one suffering from substance abuse? At Dragonfly Medical and Behavioral Health, our doctors are boarded and licensed to provide you the best care possible. We offer a variety of services and are prepared to give you the treatment that suits you. We have the lowest prices for medication-assisted treatment in the area. We accept insurance, and we're happy to work with those struggling financially. Dragonfly believes in giving back to the community we serve through our services and through local charities. Don't put off treatment. Call, click, or text us to set up an appointment or stop by our clinic, open Tuesday through Saturday.
Welcome back to Baseball at Bristol.
Welcome back to Baseball at Bristol, right in front of the stadium in the fan zone, and for the first time in 2 decades. SportsCenter's production team is getting in on the action. They're taken to the road. 50 states in 50 days is a spotlight on local stories across America that showcases the love of sports in the different states' culture. But when it came to Tennessee, the choice was pretty clear. The crew was headed to Bristol. The MLB Speedway Classic isn't just about the game. It's about the location.
That building is magic. Magical things happen in that building, and this is an opportunity for another one. And we have 2 of the people who know that property the best in Marty and Ryan. Literally, the decision was that simple.
ESPN duo Marty Smith and Ryan McGee will host SportsCenter's pregame coverage of the Speedway Classic. But telling this story hits close to home.
I know that area. I grew up in that area. That's my people. And so I know what it means to rural Southwest Virginia and East Tennessee to have this type of event and be chosen, be special enough to be chosen. That matters to us.
Both have spent decades covering NASCAR, with Bristol serving as a familiar backdrop for countless race weekends. But like the 85,000 fans coming to the game, they're ready to see a field in this NASCAR staple.
I cannot wait to come in through that tunnel over turn 4 that we've gone through 1,000,000 times underneath the grandstand and stand there and look out over that infield and see a ballpark. Like it's hard for me to wrap my brain around what that's going to look like when I actually see it with my eyes. And I think that's how everyone's going to feel.
The Braves and the Reds will make history with the first pitch. But the goal of SportsCenter's tour is to showcase what this moment says about the region.
You're showing American sports fans who oftentimes see LA, New York, Chicago, Dallas. You're showing them Bristol, Tennessee. That matters so much, and it's such a great reminder of how wide and vast the sporting fandom landscape is.
After SportsCenter's coverage, Marty and McGee head down to South Carolina to cover the American Cornhole League World Championship. I'll be sure I have to catch that one.
Yeah,
but
no doubt.
Before they go, they're making sure the country sees what makes this corner of Tennessee so unforgettable.
Mackenzie, really great story there. Shifting gears a little bit, last summer we introduced you all to a man by the name of Don Droke, a lifelong Piney Flats resident whose unique baseball creations are now enjoyed all around the world, even in the Hall of Fame of his beloved Cincinnati Reds. This weekend, he's on a mission to let people know before Bristol, it was baseball.
Try to do good. Don't worry about what's in it for you. It'll if something will happen, it'll happen.
Last July, something good did happen. Droke was invited as a guest to the Reds to the Great American Ballpark, where he watched batting practice in his papa's old cleats.
I felt like I was going back and taking Papa to a ball field, Major League field.
A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, or so he thought. A month later, Major League Baseball and Bristol Motor Speedway announced the playing of the Speedway Classic between the Braves and Reds.
I'm going, wow, really? My beloved Reds are going to be playing at Bristol Racetrack. I'm going, all right.
After the initial excitement wore off, Droke got to thinking about the old Sullivan County League his papa and dad played in decades ago for Thomas Bridge. He did some digging on the team's home field and confirmed it with an old teammate, R.E. Milhorn.
I said, R.E., where was home plate? He said, it was in turn 3. We hit toward the parkway. There's my dad. He was 17 at the time, just old enough to start playing. There's my grandfather.
Deward Pete Droke and Jimmy Droke, Don's grandfather and father, both played for Thomas Bridge in 1951, the year they won the Sullivan County League Championship, and played on a flat plot of land that would later become BMS.
Hard to believe, that's a 75-year-old newspaper.
He has all the clippings, the photographs, even old scorebooks, and when he was given a chance to present his findings in the boardroom at the Speedway, he was made the official historian of the game.
Underneath my pants, I had on stirrup socks during the presentation. Of course I would.
But that's not all. Droke had T-shirts made with that team photograph from 1951 and sent them out to family, friends, and yes, the Cincinnati Reds.
Megan Sturworth told me all about you, and oh, by the way, the players loved your T-shirts.
Droke says whether he gets to meet the players this weekend or even see them wear those shirts in the same spot his family used to play isn't the point.
And that's the main emphasis of what I want to do. Don't let them be forgotten.
So if you see a gentleman in an old Reds uniform and his papa's cleats, just know 60-year-old Don Droke is feeling like a kid again.
It'll be a moment. And I think that's what you got to live for.
You know, we talked about the process of getting this game ready from start to finish. After the break, we'll get into the details about the game. 2 legends in baseball expected to throw the ceremonial first pitch and what you can expect from these 2 teams. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Johnson City Ford Summer Sales event is on, and we've got some deals for you. New Broncos are discounted up to $11,000. Save $6,000 on new Bronco Sport or save $15,000 on F-150. Shop us online at johnsоncityford.com.
State of Franklin Healthcare Associates' focus is simple. Nothing is more important than your health. The SOFA Imaging Center and Comprehensive Breast Center delivers advanced medical imaging tailored to your unique needs. We take pride in delivering outpatient diagnostics with respect and attention in a comfortable setting at costs less than other facilities. Expertise you can trust with the care you deserve. State of Franklin Healthcare. Your health, our focus.
Being a student athlete today can be very complicated, especially for younger guys that haven't really read over papers and documents. You definitely have to be careful just signing anything. I knew about Marcos Garza early in my career at Tennessee. Guys like Evan Russell, Kirby Connell, and even Drew Beam have trusted him to review documents. I trust my teammates, and I trust Marcos. I'll always have Marcos Garza on my team.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, it's our goal to make your experience a great one. Quick Stop Markets provide sanitized and clean stores, well-lit parking lots, a friendly staff, and a large selection of products. Thank you for choosing Marathon, an American-owned company. Thank you for choosing Quick Stop Markets, a locally owned company. It is an honor to be a part of your busy day. Stop in at a locally owned Marathon Quick Stop Market today, where we make it easy to run in when you run out.
Johnson City Ford Summer Sales event is on, and we've got some deals for you. New Broncos are discounted up to $11,000. Save $6,000 on new Bronco Sport or save $15,000 on F-150. Shop us online at johnsоncityford.com.
Welcome back to Baseball at Bristol.
Welcome back to Baseball in Bristol. We've touched on just about everything except for the game itself. Now, the Braves and Reds each have a significant fan base here in Northeast Tennessee. despite their distance from the actual site. We'll take a look at the Braves first and what they've been doing this year. The National League team is not doing so hot this year with a win percentage below 500. You can blame much of that on the amount of runs scored so far this season, as in they haven't scored quite so many. They're in the bottom half of the MLB when it comes to runs scored, and they have a team batting average below 250. It's pretty much the same story when it comes to the pitching rotation. They have an earned run average of, as a team, over 4.2.
The Reds are definitely looking better right now, but not by a lot. The Cincinnati team is roughly in the middle of MLB when it comes to batting average, but hovering around the 10th spot when it comes to runs scored this year. And when it comes to pitching, it's also the same story. The Reds are beating the Braves in earned run average at around 3.9.
That's right, and just because neither team is having quite the year that it's hoped so far, that doesn't mean this game won't be exciting. I mean, these are two teams that scored 8 runs each in one inning. That's just the third time that has happened in MLB history.
Watch that game. It was 11-11 at one time, and the Braves were able to come back and win the contest. And then, of course, this afternoon they played today at noon. The Reds coming out on that game. So this is kind of the rubber match between these two teams.
Yeah, and as part of this whole event, I mean, you also have to think about the fact that the Braves and the Reds are both kind of hit by the injury bug right now. We'll see if they end up panning out into having some more success tomorrow night.
Well, let's hope. We don't know. At one time, Ronald Acuna was put on the 10-day disabled list, but then they said it wasn't as serious as they thought. So there's a possibility he will be in the game, let's hope, on Saturday night. You know, we've covered just about everything for the Speedway Classic from the very beginning. But remember, this is a racetrack. After the game ends, the teardown begins.
Yeah, the Bass Pro Shop Night Race is coming up in just a few weeks in September.
Yep, the Bristol Motor Speedway said they have no concerns about getting that done either. They are very familiar with the teardown and the construction process, whether it's football, dirt race, the upcoming baseball game, concerts. It all comes down to a science.
Yeah, I think what's funny is I think it was Murray who is with the kind of the layout of the baseball field and things, or around it, that is. He says it's our problem up until the last pitch, and then it's Bristol's problem after that, as they try and get ready, obviously, for the night race that will take place just in a few weeks. They'll have to build the Goodyear building. They'll have to build some of the walls going into turn 1 and 2.
And you also have to appreciate the tribute to the Navy right now. They've got the 250th birthday coming up. They've got, you know, the national anthem being sung, the color guard flyover involving 4 U.S. Navy Super Hornets.
Yeah, Jake Owen, the Pitbull, McGraw. I mean, all of these artists, amazing artists, going to be able to hear them at the pregame concert as well. Should be an excellent event here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
All right, that's going to do it for us. For Nick Dugan and Mackenzie Kane, I'm Kenny Hawkins saying have a great afternoon.
Johnson City Ford Summer Sales event is on, and we've got some deals for you. New Broncos are discounted up to $11,000. Save $6,000 on new Bronco Sport, or save $15,000 on F-150. Shop us online at johnsoncityford.com.
I had a very complicating civil rights case. In 2018, I was assaulted. Other law firms that I had contacted, they were denying my request, but Garza Law Firm represented me. They even had private investigators flown all the way to where I lived at in Michigan to sit down and speak with me. I feel like the time they set aside for me is more meaningful than any dollar sign that I could receive.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Hello, I'm Jamie, owner of Hike Construction. As the third-generation contractor, I understand the importance of quality construction. When we decided to build a pool, there was no question about Brooks Malone. They offered exceptional quality and service.
They made the process seamless and demonstrated top-notch professionalism throughout the process.
I love my pool! Call Brooks Malone today to discuss your backyard dream.
Are you or a loved one suffering from substance abuse? At Dragonfly Medical and Behavioral Health, our doctors are boarded and licensed to provide you the best care possible. We offer a variety of services and are prepared to give you the treatment that suits you. We have the lowest prices for medication-assisted treatment in the area. We accept insurance, and we're happy to work with those struggling financially. Dragonfly believes in giving back to the community we serve through our services and through local charities. Don't put off treatment. Call, click, or text us to set up an appointment, or stop by our clinic, open Tuesday through Saturday.
Johnson City Ford Summer Sales event is on, and we've got some deals for you. New Broncos are discounted up to $11,000. Save $6,000 on new Bronco Sport or save $15,000 on F-150. Shop us online at johnsоncityford.com.